you're a family with a disabled child, there's a great tax break called the Registered Disability Savings Plan, or RDSP. The recent federal budget introduced some changes as to how you can roll over some of the RDSP proceeds. Here today to talk about this is Carole Bezaire, the Vice President of Tax and Estate Planning for Mackenzie Financial. Welcome back, Carole.
Thanks, John. Nice to be here.
So before we get into the rollover, what the budget said, let's go back. I mean, the RDSP's only been around for a couple of years, so let's talk about that.
Okay, the RDSP, Registered Disability Savings Plan, was introduced in 2007. It's taken a little while to catch on, but it will affect any family in Canada who has a disabled individual who qualifies for the disability tax credit. So this is a savings program. You can put in up to $200,000 into it. It's matched similar to a registered education savings plan with grants and bonds from the government. And the withdrawals start at age 60, unless you need them otherwise. You can withdraw as you need to. But any withdrawal does not affect any of the provincial benefits, like Ontario Disability Support payments that will claw back on any kind of income over $6,000 right now. So with the RDSP, that's exempt. So it's a great way to start saving for the disabled individuals.
Now, do you find fielding the calls from the financial advisors that many of them have clients that are affected? Like the average financial advisor probably has a couple of families that can benefit from
It's amazing how many calls we have had, and not just because of the investing clients, but the advisors themselves are saying, hey, I have 2 autistic children. I have a disabled child or a disabled nephew, a disabled sister. And Stats Canada says there's about 750,000 Canadian families affected by disability. So it's huge out there.
And $200,000 is a huge number. Can that be lump sum right at the beginning, or has to have to be doled out like the RESP used to be, like $4,000 or $5,000 a year sort of thing?
No, it can be a lump sum. What the difference is going to be is the grant and the bond money that only is going to be attracted by the first $1,500, but up to $200,000 from anybody. It's a non-tax deductible contribution, but unlike an RESP, you don't have to be related to anybody. So you could have a fundraiser in a neighborhood or whatever, and people can donate and put up to the $200,000 lifetime contribution in there.
And clearly, if you did put a lump sum $200,000 early in the life of a disabled person, the compounding tax-free could grow.
Magic of compounding.
Particularly if it's a Mackenzie mutual fund.
Absolutely. We like that. The magic of compounding is so important there. And the people have to start withdrawing at age 60. So it's like an RESP that turns into a RIF, where based on your age and the value of the plan, you start taking your retirement monies by age 60. So it does make a big difference. If you've got a child who's maybe 5 now, they don't have to pull out until they're 60. You can really grow that money substantially.
So the budget and the rollover, let's go over that. So what was different as of the budget?
The difference is the budget has approved the fact that for grandparents and parents who support a disabled child or grandchild, which usually means they live with them, they're financially dependent, the RSP or RIF of the parent or grandparent can roll into the the RDSP up to the $200,000 level. And what that's going to do is allow for a tax break for the deceased person, so you don't have to take that $200,000 into your income in the final return, but it moves over on a tax deferral over to the dependent. And what that's going to do is free up more money for the estate and the other beneficiaries and allow for that money to be taxed in the hands of the disabled beneficiary. It's a great tax planning opportunity, especially for the wealthy boomers who are, supporting disabled individuals in the family.
I like that way you ended that. Thank you very much, Carole Bezaire, Vice President Tax and Estate Planning for Mackenzie Financial Corp.
Thank you.